This is the other planet board project update for, I guess, June. This is another press I'm working on right now. It's 42 inches long and 11 inches wide. The biggest difference between this press and the last one is, well, it's bigger in the dimensions, but it's also got a -5 degree in the front and a -10 degree in the rear, making this board more downhill specific. Or it's definitely downhill specific. There's no way around it, because it's actually going to end up with an overall pivot angle of the front of 12 degrees and I think 5 degrees or 7 degrees on the rear. So yeah, this is going to be downhill only. Let's see, I'm doing a different setup with how I'm actually going to be pressing the boards with the press this time. You can see I've only got the bottom piece here. I don't have the top piece. I'm just making one side and making it really well. I'm putting all this effort into making this side, you know, as perfect as I can. So what I'm doing to try to make the other side as perfect as well is I'm actually going to build a frame around this whole press here, put like, you know, 4-inch wide tall, and then actually put a liner inside it and then pour it with concrete. So we're going to have a concrete top and then the MDF bottom for the press. I'm also not going to be using pins anymore for my for lining everything up. What I'm actually going to be doing is I'll be using it's called it's like saran wrap that they use for wrapping stuff, like crates and for shipping. I'm actually going to be using that. I'll glue all my pieces of wood together and then wrap them up, and they won't move. And I'll just set them in the press, line it up, put the top down, and it should work really good. Okay, so this is the other planet board project update here, and so what I have here is a press, and I've got it all covered in this. It's like black saran wrap. What I'm going to be doing is actually, so I made this one side of the press, and I'm actually going to be pouring the other half using cement. So it's going to be a super heavy press, hopefully heavy duty. This is a lot easier than trying to get a perfect fit between two pieces of wood that you're shaping with a sander. So yeah, hopefully it works. Okay, here we go. We got one full bag. Ended up being just about perfect for this press here. We got these pieces of wood that I pressed in there. They're kind of just a last minute thing. The idea is that it'll be a surface for because if I just put it's a flat surface for the angle iron that I'm going to be setting on here to rest on. So yeah. So yeah, hopefully the idea. Okay, I just pulled the board out of the press. I completely forgot about filming it first. But you can see the concrete press did work, but it did break. I needed to press this board before the cement could fully cure, but I did get the board to press. So next time I'll make sure I let it cure for the full 7 days, and it should be good. But also, so since that was kind of just the test, so now that I know it's going to work, I'm actually going to put a little more work into the cement itself. I'm actually going to put fiberglass on the bottom, and there's going to be chicken wire across in the press itself, so it shouldn't crack, and then it's going to have a framework of angle iron on top. So it worked really well, aside from the fact that the press was about as heavy as I was. Made it really hard to move, but I did carry it in here, so yeah. Let's look at this. I wrapped the 3 plies that I pressed together. I wrapped them in this shrink wrap, or it's I don't know what it's really called, but we call it shrink wrap here. And what it really held the plies together really nicely. It's really, really flush on all sides, actually, like way better than I was doing with a pin. And because this plastic is sticky, it's the exact same stuff that saran wrap is. But it keeps this presses from sliding, this press surface from sliding. So it works really, really good. And it kept the glue contained as well. Not completely, there's a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, the glue is epoxy resin, but I put some black dye in it. So hopefully you'll be able to see black lines in the press, or in the board. Okay, so this is how I'm going to make my vacuum bag. I've got this visqueen here, which is just this really thin plastic, and this will do just fine. This is all I could find. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this spray adhesive can, and around the press, or around my mold here, or whatever, the board, which I'm going to put fiberglass on, I'm going to spray around a square of adhesive. I'm going to lay all the fiberglass up. I'm going to have a like spray like right here, and the edge it'll be in from this edge here. And so what I'll do is when I'm ready to seal it off, I'm done putting the fiberglass down, fold over the plastic onto itself, and the contact adhesive will stick, forming a seal. But right here, I'll actually have it around a vacuum hose, and I'll have the hoses right in front of the spray adhesive, and I'll vacuum out the air from around the hole, and when I'm ready to seal it, I'll pull out the hose and just press it down. So I don't have actual mold release, so I'm using this cleaner wax instead. I'm hoping it works, but we'll see.
Now, this is the very latest in the Other Planet board project, taking our old press and modifying it now to have a -5-degree wedge in the front.
-5, -10.
So essentially that's going to put our trucks at a...
It's just made for tracks. 7 and...
7... But you can get 5 minus 15, 17. 17 minus 5, whatever that is.
Yeah. So 12 and 7?
12-7. So this will be a little bit turnier than that, but Maryhill's not the fastest, of course. It's just techy. So this is what we're going to be racing on in the latest stuff. So we're set up with letters, and that's about it for right now.